Salman, there's been a lot of talk about Keith Thurman and Pacquiao, and someone asked me this question on my YouTube. Actually, you might have asked me on my Instagram, saying that will Keith Thurman show up to the fight, or will Keith Thurman fake an injury and not show up and not fight Manny Pacquiao? Because we know that Keith Thurman's been plagued with injuries. He's never pulled out of a fight before, I don't think. But they think that if Keith Thurman feels that he's not ready, he may fake an injury and pull out. What do you make? What do you think? Do you think this could happen?
If he gets injured, then yeah, I think it will happen. I don't know whether he's probably going to get a good payday. So maybe he might not want to pull out the fight, because then Pacquiao might go down the route of fighting someone else. And so personally, hopefully, he doesn't like. If he's injured, he will come out and say he's injured. Keith Thurman's one of those type of guys. He won't fight through injury. He's not that type of fighter. He's very calculated type of fighter. Even when he was at even last time Sean Porter and him got into a debate, and Sean Porter's like, how long do you want to take? You're a champion, you got to eventually come back and defend your straps. And obviously we're waiting, fighting other fighters and winning, and you're just taking your time. Because the thing is with Keith Thurman, he's going to take as long as it takes for him to recover. He's not a type of fighter that rushes, because that's just how he is. He's not someone that's going to take risk under injury or fight. If he has a flu, he's just not that type of fighter. He wants to make sure when he fights, he's fully fit. And that's just the type of guy he is. He's not, if any niggles or anything happen in camp, he's the type of individual that will pull out the fight. Because he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's going to have to obviously make excuses at the end of the fight. All right, this was wrong. So he just wants to be 100% fit so he doesn't lose, basically. He gives himself the best chance of winning.
Right, so guys, you know what? Keith Thurman's a bit of a weird character to me. I do agree with Salman. I do think that Keith Thurman definitely could, if he gets injured or he feels that he's not 100%, pull out the fight for sure. So I do think there's a possibility that could happen. I would like to think that the money Keith Thurman is getting paid for this fight is going to be his highest payday by a country mile, which means that he probably wouldn't want to pull out, because
he'll definitely be making over $1 million.
Oh yeah, for sure. He probably made over millions for fight Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. But I think he may be getting anything between $5 to $8 million. I'd like to think so. So it's a big payday for him. So you'd like to think that he wouldn't want to pull out of such a big payday. It's a career high payday for him. So you'd like to think that he takes this opportunity, but you just don't know, because if Keith Thurman himself doesn't feel confident, sparring don't go well, there is a possibility he might pull out of the fight. Because he wouldn't want to go into a fight with Manny Pacquiao not being confident, because like I said, this fight for me is so important for Keith Thurman. A loss would be so devastating for his career. He goes down the pecking order, loses his title, and it's just so bad. I don't know whether there'll be a rematch clause, whether Thurman has got a rematch clause in the contract, because obviously he is the champion, so he may have a rematch clause, so which may mean Pacquiao might have to fight him again. But what do you think? Do you think that I think there may be a rematch clause? So I don't think.
Maybe there may not be, but he isn't gonna take a chance against certainly someone like Pacquiao, where he knows Keith Thurman can take his resume on a different level.
Come in.
He isn't gonna take a risk. If he has a niggle or if he pulls something, he's gonna pull out of the fight. Some fighters are the type of fighters to go in there with injuries and still win. Flu, but the thing is, at the end of the day, boxing is a type of sport. If you do lose, you can't make excuses, whether it's your first loss, second loss. If you lose, no one wants to hear the excuses. So I think that's why Keith Thurman would pull out if he has a niggle, because I don't think he'd want to give the public give them an excuse. If he gets beaten by the better man, I think he'd be like, yeah, I just got beaten by the better man, rather than him knowing he was ill and he fought, because then he's always going to know on the back of his head, I was ill, so was that really the best me? But I personally feel if he does get a niggle or injury, he will pull out of the fight for sure.
Leave your thoughts, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Keith Thurman may pull out if he doesn't feel confident in sparring, or he has a little niggle? Because a lot of people are worried that Thurman may pull out. A lot of people, it would be devastating. I would be devastated if he was to pull out, because like I said, I'm really looking forward to this fight. But you never know. Thurman wouldn't want to go in there 60-70% against someone like Pacquiao, because a loss would be devastating for his career. But leave your thoughts, guys, And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.